That's my goal through that process. And I'm going to either send them a PDF, like what we did. And let's just take a look at our very old one here. So what we would do is we would go and we would send, let's see. This is so old. I need to find a way to get access to this account again, because it's just not there. So this is what we would do, right? We would send them to this page, and it would have like a little bit about who they were. It would tell them a sales video about what we do, right? It would have a little tidbit on kind of what we did, right? And then our goal would be to get them to schedule a call with us. And so this was what we would do. We would kind of have this in our back pockets, and we would reach out to people on LinkedIn, and we'd reach out to people on all the different ways that we can, right? But we would send them to some sort of qualifying tool, and that web page could be a PDF. It could be, we even used videos on YouTube at one time. And the best thing that I've seen is sending people to a demo bot, right? A demo chatbot that actually walks through how your services work, right? It doesn't actually just talk about it, but actually walks through them. And that's kind of the manual prospect, right? If you manually go through it, you find and you get people either on the phone, or ideally you get people to schedule your calendar, through your calendar, or if you can create a website that's good enough, people can even buy right there online if your products are priced low enough. But you can manually do it, right? You can manually do it. Now, eventually though, we hit a place where there was no way that we could sustain what we were actually doing. We were spending a combined 7 hours a day just sending the text messages. And that was obviously taking away from us being able to provide a quality service. That was taking away from us being actually able to spend time building our business. And probably most importantly, that was taking away time from us actually doing the things that we enjoyed and actually loved, spending time with our family, hanging out with, his girlfriend, my wife, right? They're not the same person. He had a girlfriend. I was wanting to hang out with my wife. He wanted to hang out with his girlfriend. But my point is like, we didn't want to be spending time like texting all these random people. And so one day I got this message from this person who at the time I had no idea who it was. And he said, hey, I've got these tools that would probably make your life a lot easier. And I was like, what do you, I don't know what you're talking about, but for some strange reason, I hopped on a call with him. It ended up being John Vaughn, the founder of Tier 5. And he walked me through RoboContact, and he was like, hey, you know how you guys are like manually going through and searching for people, like how you guys are like manually looking for people's info and copying it down and like texting them and all that stuff manually? I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, what if I could do that like, for you? I was like, what are you talking about? He said, well, I actually have a tool that will do like all of that for you instantly. And it sounded like a little bit too good to be true. But essentially, what he showed me was like, yeah, here's this system right here. And I'll kind of pull up a test. But he's like, yeah, I can just run this system. And I can just say, hey, I want real estate agents in San Diego. And what it's going to do is it's going to go out and grab all the real estate agents in San Diego. And it's going to get their address, it'll get their website, it'll get their phone number, it'll get their email. It can grab their social links, their Facebook, their Twitter, their LinkedIn, their YouTube. And it can also email them automatically for you, and it can even submit their form, their contact form on their website. He's like, it can do all that automatically. I'm like, wait a minute, there's got to be something like more to it. And he was like, their actual answer was yes, there's a ton more that it can do, but it's that simple. And so you can see in here, you can go through and it'll actually run through, and you can just say, I want the real estate agents, I want the mortgage brokers, I want the loan officers in New York, USA, right? And what it's going to do is it's going to go out and search. It actually ran through and it searched the state, it looked like, which is cool. It found 210 real estate agents. It's sent 133 contact us forms, right? And so this right here essentially did everything that we were doing in 7 hours. It was actually doing instantly, in 10 seconds, right? And so after that, we started to realize how much possibility there was in being able to really just find and gather the information from all, of the people in our niche and our industry all at once. And so we, from that point, went on a tear, and we just went state by state by state, and we just started searching and started running searches. And the great thing is that it has an email autoresponder already built into it. And so we had a series of follow-up messages that would find the ones who were actually interested in working with us. And all that saved us so much time, saved us so much energy, and we were actually able to, that's how we were able to work with real estate agents in over a dozen industries. And we ended up, becoming one of the first chatbot, for the real estate space, like the chatbot, whatever, people know us, we're coming to us to build them chatbots in the real estate space. And it was just because we were able to reach out to so many people at scale. And so my tip to you, on that one is really finding ways and finding tools that you can use to remove yourself from the process, right? And in our accelerator, we talk about removing, having tools and automating your lead gen process. We talk about tools automating your outreach process. We talk about tools automating your qualification process, all the way up even, to the sales process as well. And so when it comes to actually finding them, what I find is really important when you're trying to scale is creating replicatable systems, doing the same thing over and over again, right, at a very large scale, and then finding ways for you to be able to automate it so you don't have to manually be doing it as well. So there's lots of options depending on where you're at in your business, where you're at in your life, where you're at in your finances, right? Because people either have one of two things. They either have time to invest, right, which is where you manually prospect, or you have, money to invest into automating it, into outsourcing it, into delegating it, right? And so those are really the two main methods to actually finding them. So when someone says, well, how do I find these people? For me, you can either manually find them, or you can run searches, with the tools that we use to find them. All right, how did I do on that last tip? Woo! Blew through that last one, guys. And I think I did well. I think I'm teaching some good stuff here. I don't know. Let me know if you guys feel a little bit more confident about being able to actually go out there and find these people. Let me know. I'm sure that there are lots of questions that are out there, right? I'm sure that there are lots of questions. So first question is if you feel more confident about being able to find these business owners, find their information, find their leads, find these leads, give me a Y. If you don't, and you're still like, damn, but I don't know where I'm going to find, people to contact, give me an N. But if you feel like, man, I know now that at least the leads are out there, right? The information is out there. At least I know that I can get started whenever I'm ready. Let me know. All right, Lauren says good stuff. Jesse says good stuff. Mary Kay says good stuff. Okay, cool. So let's kind of recap, guys. We talked about at the very beginning what to include in your bot, right? We talked about the 3 things that every bot really needs. You need to find a way to subscribe people. You need to find a way to engage them once they're there, and you need a way to follow up to convert them, right? And that can be applied to every single industry, right? We talked about what to actually charge. So within that bot, right, we talked about what you actually can charge and how to price them, right, depending upon whether you're just getting started or to price it based on the value that you're providing for them. And then we also, we finished up with talking about how to actually find these people, because that is either the most time-consuming part, or it's either the most time-consuming part, or it's the part that people don't have the answer to. And that's what we did there. So great. So that's probably a lot, guys. If you guys have questions, throw them down there. Devin says Heckbot. If you guys want access, so here's one question that came up. Tony says, is it best to use RoboContact or domain leads? Right. So domain leads only gives you, at least on the free plan, domain leads only gives you 50 free leads every day. Okay. So you get 50 free leads on the free plan. With RoboContact, you get unlimited leads every day. So in terms of scale, and domain leads doesn't have a built-in autoresponder, and there's lots of features that RoboContact just has built into it that make it a little bit more, that just do a lot more. RoboContact is actually your all-in-one kind of tool. It finds the leads, it contacts them, it sorts them, whereas domain leads is really just going to find them. So, great question there. Great question. All right, is there any other questions? And some of you guys are probably thinking, like, comment wire, and if you guys are feeling like, wow, that was a lot, but I want more, right? If you guys are like, yes, like that was great, but that's if you guys still feel like there's some missing links in there, or there's some missing not missing links, but if there's some things that are just not 100% clear, you can comment why or drop any questions down there. But the reality is that it's hard to cover everything in less than an hour. So if there's anything that you feel could be covered a little bit better, if you want it more thorough, drop that down there in the chat. And I will say that the best thing to do is to join our accelerator program. So those of you guys who are worried about free plan and stuff like that, our accelerator members get a free account to RoboContact. They get free access to the premium account there, and they actually get 3 months access to it when they first join. So if any of you guys will have any questions or want to stick around about the accelerator program, that is probably the place that has all of the answers for you. I'll actually just show it to you because I think it's valuable, because everybody always has questions, and so here's where they are, right? And so our accelerator program includes lots of different things. The first thing is it includes how to actually run chatbot ads. So one big thing is you're like, all right, I don't actually know how to drive traffic to it. So there's actually an entire course in there. We also give all of our people 8 templates. So they get a real estate template, they get a live event template, they get a med spa template, affiliate marketing, e-com, home services, and musician and politician template. They get all of those, their own template as well. And then in here is actually our Sales Accelerator. So I actually recorded 6 hours of all of my sales training for my team. And this is the same sales training that our team used. It actually goes through and has all of those, I mentioned all of the resources, so you get the scripts as well. So there's just a bunch of just resources and tools in here. But there's also the Sales Automation Accelerator, and this is where we go over how to put together your system, how to use text outreach, how to use voice outreach, how to use emails. So there's all of these videos in here. So when people go, oh, I have a lot of more questions, where do I learn that? The accelerator is where you get it. I don't even know if anybody has gotten through all of this content, because there's just in there so there's something in there for everybody as well. So that's where all of the answers are. It's $99 to join and get access. Plus you get a bunch of other stuff as well. I will show you here. Because I wanted to put together something where everybody could get it, everything that they needed. And so where is this? So it's $99, and when you join, you get access for 3 months, which is kind of a steal, frankly. But we want to make sure that you are able to get the most out of the program. So that's only if you join today, right? If you join today, we'll give you 3 months free access. That's not the one. Here we go. So here's what you get. Okay, we talked about the training videos. There's a ton of them in there. You also get access to all the softwares. You get RoboContact, you get Text in Bulk, you get Link Wizard, you get Invoicing You, you get all the tier 5 ones. We also give you sample scripts. So I'll hop over here and show you guys that in our bonus accelerator, you get 18 scripts that you can use for your outreach. So if you guys don't know what to say in your robo-contact messages, you get a bunch of scripts that you can just modify for your own industry. So you get a bunch of messages, follow-up messages, emails, text messages, cold calls, all these things that you can use right away. So that's why we just want to make it easy for you. You get that sales deck, so you also get this as well. So you get the sales deck that you can just use and modify, which walks through our sales process that we go through with our customers. What else do you get? You get our client contract. We have weekly Q&As. There's a bunch of courses in there. We talk about the templates, and then we're also coming out with an affiliate opportunity. It's $99, which is just pretty exciting. So it's going to be like that for, I don't know how long, but if you guys join today, then you guys will get access for 3 months, and you only have to pay $99. So what that means is that you join today, and then your next payment isn't until, what is that, April, or something like that. So it's only $99, and you get access to all the softwares, and you get access to all the trainings for 3 months until your next payment. So anyways, go get in there. Go join, and if you guys have questions, throw them down there. Katya says she wants to know you can shoot a video showing your cell phone on the screen. So you can do that with an iPhone. I know it can do that. You can also do that with screen share with Zoom, and there's a few kind of mirroring programs that you can use to allow you to record a chatbot or your messenger video. So that's what I'd say about that. All right, guys, you guys get 3 months if you guys join today. Don't hate me if you guys don't do it, and then you guys don't get all the 3 months. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, follow up with me. Let me know. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you later.